Welcome to Huff Goes to the Movies. My name is Eric Huffman II. Most people call me Huff, and some people know that I love going to the movies. Prey is the latest film in the Predator franchise. It is streaming exclusively on Hulu. The film is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who is probably best known for the film 10 Cloverfield Lane. The film stars Amber Midthunder as Naru, a young Comanche woman who is attempting to prove her worth as a hunter when she comes across something that she has never seen before. That, of course, is the Predator. She then sort of is tasked with trying to take down the Predator while also trying to warn her tribe that there is this threat out there that is unlike anything they have dealt with before. And when this film was announced, I have to admit, it was hard to be excited. Yes, The Predator is one of those classic action franchises. The first film with Arnold Schwarzenegger remains a classic, but the sequels have never quite hit that mark. I know there is a lot of love for Predator 2. I know that there are some people who actually really enjoyed Predators with Adrian Brody, but after the last Predator film from Shane Black, I think that there was this sort of overarching feeling from fans of the franchise that perhaps it's time that they give this thing a rest. And for it to be streaming exclusively on Hulu, I think was a sign for some people that, yeah, maybe the people who are in control of this franchise don't necessarily have the highest amount of faith in it. But then, of course, I saw that first trailer and thought, well, that looks like that could work. And, of course, I sat down to watch this once it hit Hulu, and I could not have been more satisfied. Prey is a wonderful addition to the Predator franchise. It is one of the best action films of this year, and it is a sign that sometimes taking things back to basics or taking things and making them much simpler really is that charm. This is a film that is not overcomplicated by a large amount of supporting characters. I mean, yes, we do get supporting characters here, but they really do sort of serve the purpose of the story. They don't feel like they're overstaying their welcome. This film is driven by a very strong lead performance in Amber Midthunder. She is just very good in this role. I mean, and she really commands the screen. She has a presence about her that works for this type of film. And director Dan Trachtenberg really seems to know how to build suspense and tension, which is something that made his previous film, 10 Cloverfield Lane, such a rewarding watch. He utilizes a lot of those tools here as well, even though it's in a very different setting. It's not a confined setting like that of 10 Cloverfield Lane, but he uses this location to great effect, and he allows Amber Midthunder's character to really sort of just shine in her element. And so while the effects on the Predator and a lot of the CGI here doesn't quite live up to what you'd expect for a franchise film like this in 2022, I don't think that it's distracting at all. I think that this film has some really good, really fun set pieces to it. I think that the overall aesthetic choices that Trachtenberg has chosen to go with here really do add to the story. And I think, again, this is a prime example of when a film utilizes suspense and tension to great effect. There is a wonderful sequence here that involves our characters being in sort of a foggy, burned down forest setting. And that is absolutely the type of setting where the Predator can sort of thrive. And it works to great effect. It's a film that doesn't overstay its welcome. It's a well-paced film. And the combination of all of that just really made this a rewarding watch. And I guarantee that if the Predator film from 2018 had performed well, this is something that the studio would have chosen to spend a little extra money on and given a theatrical release. And I think that it would have done very well there. I mean, I think this is the type of film that, just with the way that it's performed on Hulu, it is the highest watched Hulu original film to date. And that was just after its first weekend. So I could see this being the type of film that, had it come out in theaters, it probably would have had a solid opening weekend, but the word of mouth probably would have carried it all the way through the rest of the summer. Similar to how strong word of mouth has really carried films like Top Gun Maverick and Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is absolutely the type of film that I think fans of this franchise can be proud of, one that I highly recommend for them. And I think that action movie fans in general, people who enjoy suspense, this is the type of film that is just what they're looking for. I've only seen the film once, but I do get the feeling that this is one of those films, one of those original films for a streaming service that sort of lends itself to being infinitely rewatchable. And it does have a very fun Easter egg for one of the other Predator films. So yeah, I mean, I can't recommend this enough. I think especially if you are already a fan of Predator, this is definitely one to seek out if you've never seen Predator before. I think this is one of those films that can be a great entryway into the franchise. I highly doubt that my spouse has seen Predator. That's just sort of how she gets down. Don't be surprised if she hasn't seen a certain beloved film. But I could see this being the type of film that she could watch and she could go, oh, well, this is fun. Maybe I should check out the other Predator films. So yeah, I think that this is one that can be this is one that can entertain a few different segments of the audience. But that's all that I will say for Prey. Once again, it is streaming on Hulu now. If you have not already, please do subscribe to the channel. If you know anyone looking for more film-related content on YouTube, please do share this video with them, as well as other reviews that I've done on the channel. More reviews are coming soon. My name is Eric Huffman II. Most people call me Huff. Stay sweaty, my friends. I will see you at the movies.